Take two. Yes. Hello, love tubers. I am back with another session. Happy Titty Tuesday. Um, we're gonna divulge back into. Oh, music's not being supplied for me. I'm actually sitting at an appointment, so I may pause in between and come back. So, Pimpology by Pimpin, featuring Karen Hunter. We are on Law 21 of the 48 Laws of Pimpin. All right. Don't forget for the which word we're going to use female, and for the NIGGA we're going to use Negro in place of, and everything else is the same. Law 21. A whore without instruction is headed for self-destruction. If you knew better, you'd do better. Jim Jones, credibility. You bought a one-way ticket to something bigger than you. Bun B, good stuff. And the music's also not picked out by me as well, but I do like it. All right, the life. One day I was on the track and this hoe was obviously didn't have any instruction, waved me down and told me I had a nice car. I was pushing a 500 Benz at the time. She asked me if I wanted to have some fun. This dumb female didn't realize she was effing with a pimp. I was in a slick car wearing blue and white gaiters with a fresh mink and plenty of jewels. How dumb could she be? Baby girl, I don't mean no harm, but I'm a pimp, I told her. Feeling a little sympathetic, if you stand here and converse with me any longer, I will have to ask you to break yourself. A pimp, she said, kind of stunned. I don't F with no pimps. Well, that could be your problem, I said. You're disobedient with the wrong ingredient. Have you ever seen Stevie Wonder leading Ray Charles somewhere? You need guidance. How are you going to guide me? I'll give you directions to the next intersection, I said. I can show you brighter days and better ways with the proper instruction for a bigger production. Before we can do all of this, you got to drop it out of your cock and put in a pimp sock. But if you want to be a renegade out here, your A is out of pocket. A solo hoe without a pimp will soon be put under pimp arrest or worse. It's in your best interest to choose a pimp. It's in your best interest to choose Pimpin. I'm confused, she said. Can I have a little time to think about this? Knowing all the other pimps would be up on the green hoe, I couldn't give her time to think about I have seen hoes get killed because they didn't know the best place to turn a date or how to hide a razor blade in her ID or her wig to protect herself against a violent trick. I've seen hoes get beat up by other hoes for playing with some other hoe's pimp, talking to him without giving him money, like you're doing right now. I've seen hoes go to jail because a pimp didn't let her know that Tuesdays and Thursdays were vice nights. Do you see these Cadillacs, I said, pointing to all the pimp cars lining the track. They've been sizing you up, talking about how out of pocket you are. As soon as I leave, they will roll up on you and take your money and kick your arse. So now what do you think I should do with a female? Should I leave her? Or will she pass that trap like a quarterback to the pimp receiver? That hoe jumped right in my car and broke herself. Not 2 weeks later, she was laced with so much game that other pimps rode by. That hoe jumped right into my car and broke herself. Not 2 weeks later, sorry, I had to take a pause break. She was making an announcement and I wanted to be, okay. She was laced with so much game that other pimps rode by saying, is that the same female? The ism. When you see renegades in any game operating without instruction, you should see an opportunity. It's a good sign when people are in over their heads because at least they have some hustle. You are in a position to rescue them. Yes, ma'am, they did. They did. They just left. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They just left. It's a good sign when people are in over their heads because at least they have some hustle. You are in a position to rescue them because you have the plan and the program they need to avoid self-destruction. But they don't get it for free. The game is sold, not told. You provide the information that gives them the advantage, but in exchange for your knowledge, you are the boss. You don't give them too much knowledge either. It's a strictly need to know basis. That's how you hold them down and keep them around. Okay. Carmen, that must have been one of his favorites. Law 22. Keep hoes on their toes. Habit is either the best of servants or the worst of masters. Nathaniel Imons. The life.